Welcome back. I just need to get down first. Yeah, I noticed while watching the little time lapse I had at the end of the last one, I kind of missed this portion of the roof, and that one. I don't know if there's any point in me sticking around and waiting. There may or may not be some random chest that I missed. Right now I just need to focus on getting back. I am probably 6,000 blocks away from my base, and there's a pillager patrol here. I did not see a captain with them, so I don't know what those two random guys are doing there. I honestly might just turn off the recording and head back to base just to save some storage, or maybe I can leave it on just in case something interesting happens. I should also grab some saplings here because you never know if you want some white wood. Probably just gonna make a hoe and mine the leaves. I don't really care to chop down any of the trees. Alright, but that's 8, which should be more than enough. Just wanted to get a little bit extra. Yeah, I think I'll leave the recording on, just in case something interesting happens. And I just remembered I left my bed back at the Woodland Mansion, so I might have some difficulties getting back, but I have just found myself another jungle temple. I already have the armor trim, so I don't know if there's anything of value I can find in here, but I might as well check. Some gold and some more gold. That's a pretty nice view. I'll take a screenshot there. Don't really get to see the nighttime too often because I just sleep through it. It looks like I found a village here. Might be a blacksmith up there. There are beds. Honestly, don't know if there's any point. My armor's good enough to protect me. But I have gotten to level 33 from fighting in the Woodland Mansion, so once I get back, I'll have 2 level 30 enchantments. Hopefully 2 things of power 4, and maybe infinity. And what are the odds that there's a ancient city under there? I mean, I usually only find them when there's some ice on the top of the mountain, but there could be one down here. It's not really what I was planning to do in this one, but that is pretty interesting. I wouldn't mind doing that. And there is a cave system that goes pretty deep under here. I don't know, it does kind of end at stone. There's a ravine there that goes deeper and then ends. Alright, I'm just gonna continue doing what I was doing. That is another nice screenshot. Maybe I can post some of those to the community section on my channel. I could try that out. Or maybe once I die I can just put together all the screenshots that I got from the world that aren't thumbnails at least. And I might recognize this frozen river, or at least the village on the mountain, so I guess I could just follow this. Okay, this is the chest where I got that clock, so I am definitely headed in the right direction. And I'm only probably 2,000 blocks away, so maybe now I can just cut the video and be at my base. Looks like I've made it back. Alright, I'm gonna spend a little bit of time sorting this out, then I'll get back to you. Alright, I think that's just about cleared. Oh, and he's now like 6,000 blocks away. I guess I'll bring him back once I get an elytra. Did get a fish though, so maybe I can set up some sort of fish tank somewhere. Don't really have a good spot for it, but I'll get a new bucket and I'll put the fish in my valuables chest. But now I just need to focus on getting a better bow. Don't know if this is a good enchantment. Unbreaking 3, that is not really what I want. You can see what the book gives me. Power 3. It's also not really what I want. Now I know I'm going to need a new helmet soon. I mean, I don't really want to craft more armor because I will just find quite a few pieces of armor in end cities. So I might just let this one break. My sword isn't doing too well, although I also can find swords in end cities. Maybe I'll just burn a level, but there's infinity, so I'll take that. And power 4. Let me just see if this is also flame. Flame might be better than upgrading this to power 5. Not really sure if you can set the Ender Dragon on fire, but it wouldn't hurt. What is this guy doing out here? I was not expecting that to get me to level 30, but it did. That That is actually pretty good. Unbreaking 3, Flame, and Power 3, so now I just need Power 3 Punch. I mean, that's Power 3. I'm not sure if I should just hope to get Punch with it, because taking just Power 3 would probably be a waste of levels, so I'm just gonna burn an enchantment. That's Punch 1, also not very helpful. Sweeping 3 might be helpful, but I don't know if I'm gonna make that type of Enderman farm again. I'm seeing Punch 1 a lot, so I don't think it's possible to get Punch 2 from an enchantment table, or at least it's too rare to warrant me getting it because it's not really gonna help me all that much. But I can just combine these two, and not in there, in here. That's Power 4, Flame, Unbreaking 3, and Infinity. Now all it's missing is Power 5, Punch, and maybe Mending, if I decided to get that. But without villagers, I would have to fish for it, and even if you like Mending better than Infinity, I don't really think it's worth fishing for. So I'm just going to stick with Infinity for the time being. Now I have kept these armadillo scoots in my inventory, so that is 2 pairs of wolf armor for my dogs. Now I think the red collar on Maxwell fits, but I'm kind of thinking a blue collar would go well with this wolf, so I'm going to go with that. I don't really know if you can customize the armor, but it looks cool enough as it is. Maybe I can just get a spare iron helmet for when this breaks. And now all I need to do is go looking for the end portal and go to sleep. Now, I'm not really sure how much content roaming around to looking for the end portal is gonna give me, so I'm kind of hesitant to just leave now. Should also probably clean up some of these beds. I am thinking I'm gonna save actually entering the portal for the next one, because that's going to be a dedicated video fighting the Ender Dragon and finding an Elytra. But before I leave, I should just prepare some fireworks, because I'm probably not going to be back at my base before hopping in. I think 63 is perfect. Even though I have Infinity, I do need 1 era, and maybe some extra food. But other than this, all of my gear looks fine. Maybe I could bring that spare sword that I crafted and drop off my shield. I have just thought, now that my dogs have armor, and my main food source is something I can feed them, I could bring them with me. I really don't want them to die though. I guess maybe that's a risk I'm gonna have to take. I mean, the Ender Dragon might just launch them up into the air and kill them, so I don't know if I'm gonna do this. I guess if it really matters that much, I can just go back and get them. So let me know if you want me to do that. But now I can just throw the first Eye of Ender that way. Let me just grab a bed and a boat. Kind of forgot to do that. And now I'm ready. Enough obsidian for a nether portal is what I forgot. I mean, I've just left. It's only like 200 blocks, but I'm kind of committed now. So maybe in one of the next episodes, probably not the next one because I'm going to be in the end. But that is something to consider. I think I'll run a little further and throw another one because I have been moving for a while now. I think I've made it a couple hundred blocks. Let me throw one here. Still this way. Alright, I've traveled another couple hundred blocks and I found solid land. So now I think it's a good time to throw another one. There is a trident drowned down there. So maybe I can hit him. I think arrow damage is based on velocity, so that's not really going to do a whole lot. Don't know if my armor is good enough to just tank this, but I'll find out. Can just hit one of his buddies. Oh, there's 2. Okay. Well, that's good. They're only doing about a heart of damage, so not too dangerous. I didn't get anything from that though. But as I said, I should throw one here, and need to keep going. But it is interesting to find an ice spikes biome. I haven't actually showed the seed yet on this world, so I'm just gonna show the coordinates and /seed. There you go. I mean, I changed the Z coordinate angle. That sounds really dumb. I should be close because of how much the angle changed. Yeah, I was close. So it's somewhere in this ice spikes biome, and this isn't a very large biome. The water is right there. So once I go to sleep... Alright, it should be... It's in between here and that green area. Oh, and that's already going down. Okay, it's like here. Guess I'll try this block. do I always run into random bits of water? And there is the stronghold. Forgot what it was called for a second. I can turn 6 of these eyes into eyes of ender. Actually, I could see how many are in the portal first. Then I would have more than enough for the dragon fight. Oh, that did not take long at all. So I'll just block that off, break this. Okay, kill these things first. And then break that. And there's 1 eye in the portal, so I need to make 5 of these. I'm not sure if I should activate that now. I probably will for the screenshot. I mean, this is only about half an hour of recording. I could go off and do something else, like set up that nether tunnel. I probably should set up that nether tunnel. Maybe I can cover some of this lava, but I do need torches if I do. So I don't know. I'll do that and then cover all of those. Although that's just gonna... Alright, I'll just cover all of those, mine these, and then go looking for some coal. Although I don't have any wood, so this might be difficult. I also don't have a flint and steel. I don't have flint or steel. Okay, I may have gotten an idea for what I'm gonna do for half an hour. Not the most interesting thing to do, but it's gotta be done at some point. Alright, that is 12 pieces of obsidian. Just need to mine this and place it. And then I'm on the hunt for iron and gravel and wood, because I would like some because some torches would be nice. I don't really like how these 2 blocks aren't obsidian. Maybe I'll come back for that bit of lava later once I get some torches. But I'm just going to mark down these coordinates. And I mean, there's some torches right here. I could probably find some iron somewhere in a chest. Maybe even a flint and steel somewhere in a chest. And I should be looking for the library anyways, so I'm gonna be looking around for a while. Well, I did just find some iron. Now all I need is gravel. Or I could continue looking for just a flint and steel in a chest. That would also do. And I found the first library. I don't know how many there are. Looks like it's cut off. Not sure why it generated like this. There's 1 chest in here with efficiency 4 sweeping 3. That's actually pretty good. I'll take that in the armor trim. There is somewhat of a... Oh, okay, I found gravel as well. And now I can just head back to the portal, which shouldn't be too far. Although I do need wood to smelt this iron. Didn't really think of that. I am probably going to want a path upwards, but there is an ice spikes biome above me. So it's going to be pretty annoying to find a tree. Maybe I should continue looking for some iron in a chest. That's probably going to end up saving me time. And now all I have to do is go mine some deep slate, or I guess some stone. I'm not that far down. And while I'm waiting for this to smelt, I need coal. I could go to the library and smelt the oak that was there if I can remember the path. I can remember the path. Alright, I'll get that smelting. I can place some of these torches down. Okay, looks like I'm going to place all of the torches down. Just like here and here. Okay, 1 block down. Take this iron and light the portal. Now I need to figure out where I'm going to take this screenshot. I think the portal is going to be the main focus, or the end one at least, so I don't know if I can include this glowing purple thing. I mean, the glowing purple thing would look nice. Alright, just wanted to get these corner blocks filled with obsidian, because this portal looked pretty weird without it. And get rid of that crafting table. That looks nice. Now it's time to set up the nether tunnel. Now I don't know the coordinates to my home. Now I don't know the coordinates to my home base portal. Now I don't know the coordinates to my home portal, but okay, I think I know exactly where I am though, because I saw the bastion there, and the nether fortress is around that way. I mean, I know exactly where this is, so I might not even need to build a tunnel. I should, but I'm not going to. Now, part of the reason I don't want to set that up is because I am pretty tired and very dehydrated right now. So I'm just gonna place these eyes and try and find a good spot for a screenshot. Maybe like standing here. I think that looks good. Alright, but with that out of the way, thanks for watching and goodbye.